Hello students, we are already so far has been with numbers and shapes. We have learned numbers, operation on numbers and properties of numbers. There are mainly three branches in mathematics: arithmetic, geometry and algebra. The branch of mathematics which studied about the numbers is called geometry, and another branch of mathematics is called algebra. So in the algebra, first concept is about variable. What is variable? Variable is nothing but something that can vary, that is it can change. The value is of the variable is not fixed, it can take different values. So for the variable we can represent it by small alphabets. Out of the 26 letters you can represent variable in any letter. So here one example is there in your textbook, that is matchstick patterns. So matchstick pattern we all are seen in our day-to-day life matchsticks. So there are two children, Amina and Sarita. They are making patterns with matchsticks. So they want to make capital letters by using two matchsticks, form and letter L. It is be shown in the figure in the 11.1. So by using two matchsticks they can form the capital L. By using four matchsticks they can form 2L. Like that, in the given figure we are going to understand that how many matchsticks are required to form the number of L's formed. So here in the diagram it is given A1 diagram 1L, B diagram 2L, C diagram 3L's. So how many number of matchsticks are required to form number of L's formed? So there is their friend Apu comes in and he looks and how many matchsticks are required to make 7 L's. So like that they are asked. So for the number of L's formed, there is a 1 L, there are number of matchsticks required 2. For 2 L's 4 matchsticks are required. So that's why there is given on formula number of matchsticks required is equal to 2 into number of L's. Why they are taken 2 into number of L's? Because to form 1 L there will be 2 matchsticks are required. That matchsticks are required, number of L's are represented by n. N means it is a variable. It can't have a fixed value. It can vary. So for 1 L there will be the 2 matchsticks are required. For 2 L there are the number of matchsticks are required. For 5 L's number of matchsticks required are 10. Like that, these number of L's can be formed are represented by small letter n. If you want 1 L means there are 2 matchsticks are required. To make 8 L's, 16 matchsticks are required. So that's why the formula is number of matchsticks required is equal to 2 into number of L's. So if you want to make a number of L's formed is 7, so 14 matchsticks are required. You can also try to form the capital L by using matchsticks in your home. There are many number of matchsticks are required to form the number of L's. N can be changed the value. So some more pattern they are given, more matchsticks pattern. So you can form again, there will be the letter take C, capital C. To make 1 C, use 3 matchsticks to, as shown in the figure 11.2a. So here also to make by using 3 matchsticks we can have a 1 C. So there the examples are the 2 C, number of matchsticks are required 6. For the 3 matchsticks, for the 3 C's, number of matchsticks required are 6. So here also downside table is given. So table 2 gives the number of matchsticks required to make the pattern C's. So you can try in your home also these matchstick pattern. These are important for the variables, and these variables are very important part in our life. So variables should be understood and try to apply in our day-to-day life. So once again, the variable has not fixed. It can vary the values 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, so on, like that. It can change the value. So in the table 2, it is given like that number of C's formed. So how many C's? 1 C's means number of matrices are required 3. For the 2 C's, number of matrices are required 6. For the 4 C's, it will be jointed. It will be joint means for the 12 matrices are required. So what is the general formula for this? We have to study one general formula. They are given number of matrices required is equal to 3n. For n represent number of C's formed. For the number of C's are the one number C's, how many matrices are required? 3 into 1 is 3 itself. For the C's, for the number of C's are 6 means how many matrices are required? 3 6 the 18. Like that, n represented as variable. It can be how many number of C's we can form. We can form also n. N also can be having 3 matrices, because for making n there will be again same number of matrices required. N is called variable. It is not only take n, it can take out of 26 letter any you can take A, B, C, D, so on, but it should be variable is always used in the form of small letters, no capital letters. That's why variable takes an very important part in our life. So think of other alphabets that can be made from the matrix. For example, U, V, triangle, square. Choose any 5 or 6 rules by matching matrix required. There is one more concept is there, more examples on variable. So what is the more examples on variable? We have used the letter n to show variable. Raju asked why not m. So one may use any letter, as I already told, m, l, p, x, y, z to show variable. Remember, a variable is which does not have fixed value. For example, a number 5 or a number 100 or any given number is not a variable. They are called a fixed value. So these numbers are called as fixed values, but variables are having not fixed value. The number of angles of a triangle has a three angles. This number is fixed. So for the triangle, square, hexagon, pentagon, this we cannot take because they are having the fixed number of angles. So, but n the example we have looked as a variable, it takes on the numbers as 1, 2, 3, 4. So, in the day-to-day life, when students want to buy a notebooks from the school bookstore, price of the one notebook is rupees 5. Munu wants to buy 5 notebooks. So Appu wants 7 notebooks. So for the 5 notebooks, how many cost is required? So the total number of costs in rupees is equal to 5 into number of books are required. So there is a table number 3 is given in your textbook table, page number 225. So the total cost is equal to 5 into number of notebooks required. So number of notebooks can be represented by m. So 5 into m. So if you want to purchase 4 books, the total cost in the rupees is 20. So if you want to buy 10 books means, so 5 into 10 is 50 rupees. Like that you are going to study in your day-to-day life. So again these variables are represented in the form of equations also. So how the equations will formed? There are 2 brothers, Raju and Balu. And Balu is younger and Raju by 3 years. So Balu is the smaller one. So when Raju is 12 years old, Balu has 9 years because Balu is younger as 3 years. So when Raju is 15 year old, Balu is 12 year old. We do not know Raju's age exactly because Raju may how the Raju's age is increasing. So that much Balu will be also increased. So this can be expressed as by using variable. Let x denotes Raju's age in years. X is a variable. X can be changed. So if Raju's age in years is x, then Balu's age in years is x minus 3, because Balu is younger than the Raju. If the Raju is the elder one, so that's why the expression x minus 3 is read as x minus 3. So when we would expect that when x is 12, means when the Raju's age is 12, it is supposed to be x minus 3. X minus 3 means 12 minus 3 is 9. So Balu's age should be 9. When Raju's age is 15, so that is x minus 3 is 12. How? 15 minus 3 is 12. So these variables are also represented in the form of equations, and also specially examples also it can be represented. So I hope this you all are read once again in your notebooks and practice matchsticks patterns also you should practice, and try to write these expressions in the form of examples. So 11.1 exercise you complete in your notebook.